everybody, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. It's our weekly Red Wing breakdown. It's a good week overall for the Red Wings. They won 2 out of 3 games, and we have a nice week coming ahead of us, too. Still against pretty good teams, but it should be a fun week. First game of the week was against Florida. They ended up winning 3-2 in overtime, and it was a pretty good all-around game.
It was pretty awesome. The whole week was pretty awesome. The only problem was the Carolina game, but it's not like they played bad. Carolina, like I said, I'd probably want to jump off a bridge if I had to cheer for that team. I couldn't watch them too much. They are very, very, very defensive minded, and it's not fun hockey to watch. It's like really plotting. And you're just, I just, like I said, that's just, they used to say the same thing, I guess, about us in the left wing lock back in the day. But it's just that I wouldn't blame the Wings for that game. I actually thought they played pretty well. Carolina's defense is just stifling.
Yeah, they ended up losing that one. Florida, they played an all-around pretty even game. 34 shots to 29. Florida outshot us. They had more face-off wins. We had more hits, but it was a pretty even game all around.
Really?
Carolina game was the boring game of the week. When it came down to it, that we were outshot by. Well, actually, no,
we only had 13 shots on goal.
Yeah, we only got 12 shots on goal.
Well,
we only had 12 shots on goal to their 30. We won 27 faceoffs, and it was just, and we only scored on the power play. We got 1-on-1 on the power play, so were they. But it was all around trying to watch that game. It was not the best, but I mean, you kept up with them. You played well, which led to the last game that we continued to play well. That finished the sweep of Tampa Bay on Sunday, with winning 2-1 in regulation, not in overtime. And that was a great game to watch, and then ended up being a great way to end the week. They outshot Tampa. Tampa got less than 30 shots, which is amazing that actually happened in the game. 15 hits were by the Red Wings, out hit them. They won more faceoffs than them. It was just an all-around good game.
Oh, yeah, it was fun to watch, especially after the Lion victory. It was fun to beat Tampa Bay, sweep them. And I guess he has not been having that great a year, but it seems like every time he plays us, Vasilevsky, he is just freaking amazing. He played. We should have scored 5 goals last night, and we didn't. It was 2-1, but it's good that we can win a game like that because we haven't done that all year. And Lion was stellar in goal. As well as Vasilevsky, amazing.
No,
it was just a lot of fun to watch.
He was coming off injury this week. Well, not this week, but this year he's been injured for a good amount of it, so he might be slow. But he played great yesterday.
On his game, I think that guy's almost nearly unbeatable. The goals we got were we have, I think, one pretty good shot, but I mean, like I said, you gotta redirect shots and get past him. That guy's amazing.
But looking ahead, we have 3 games this week. You have the Stars on Tuesday at home. I will be at that game. It's going to be, again, another tough matchup. The Stars are 27-13-6 right now. They are pretty high up there in the West. Again, but it's what we've been facing all month. I expect Lyon to start again because he's been playing well. But at the end of the day, right, Kane might be back. Sherratt was a little bit hurt, and Waldman's also day-to-day. So we'll see all happens with that. But Dallas is averaging 3.6 goals per game, and then 3 goals against per game. Also 30 shots on net, 30 shots against. So they're pretty even with that department. And they have a 22% power play and an 84% penalty kill.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough week all week long. I tell you, the Stars are a really good team.
They beat us 6-3 last time, too, so
right.
Hopefully not
I think,
as bad.
Like I said, but we're going through these teams again with a whole different attitude. I mean, the last month, it seems like we've rededicated ourselves to defense. We've been cutting, the quality of shots down. We've been looking much, much better. I think we're finding ourselves. I think we're still trying to find that chemistry ever since even the Kane acquisition. I don't know when he's coming back. Is he
day to day? So he might be back for Dallas.
So it's just interesting to see them because you have to keep this up, and we've been saying this all year. Got to keep it up. Got to go into every game, giving everything you got, and that's the only way you're going to make the playoffs. Everybody is so tight right now.
there's only 5 teams below 500 in the whole NHL right now.
I know, it's crazy.
Which is very good competitive for a
Crazy.
league. Second game this week is on Thursday at home again against the Flyers, and you know what happened last time against the Flyers. They lost to them. They lost.
They're another really good defensive.
They lost 1-0 the first game, won 7-6 the second game. So now you got them for their third game this year, your third and final game that you play them. And you're going for the series win for the season. Hopefully you pull it out. Again, another good team, the Flyers. They're averaging 2.9 goals per game.
I think they're number 2.
2.7 goals against.
In their division, they're number 2.
I don't know their number. Well, now you make me look at the standings real quick. Right now, they are number 2. They are 2 games back on New York.
Right. I mean, they are one of the best teams in our conference.
And we thought they'd be terrible this year.
We thought they'd be awful, right? It's just crazy.
But
prediction.
They are playing very well. Right now they still only have a 13% power play percentage, so abysmal on the power play. But penalty kills at an 86%. It's going to be another tough game, and you're gonna, like I said, they have a similar record to you. Right now, if we were in the Metropolitan Division, we would be second place.
Really? Wow!
Because we have the same record as Philadelphia minus 1 win, which is our 1 loss. Okay. So we are exact same team almost.
It's such a tight race right now. That's why we got to keep it going. We can't afford any prolonged losing streaks. We're going to lose.
Well, we're at home. We're at home for the next 5. The last game this week, we are playing the Golden Knights at home, which again another good team, 27-14-5.
Wow.
We're playing them at 8:00 on Saturday at home. So it's another rough week against a bunch of good teams. They're averaging 3.13 goals per game, 2.64 goals against, 31 shots a game, 30 shots against with a 20% power play, 80% penalty kill. So It's not going to be as easy of a week, but it hasn't been that easy of a month. And you have done the one thing we said at the beginning of the month, which was stay above 500. And you're going to finish this month above 500, even if you lose the next 4 games.
Quite a bit above 500 if we can kind of pull out. We've been saying like the last 3 weeks before each thing, we've been like going, okay, 6 points possible, try to get 3, try to stay there, work at it. And they've been doing it every week. They've been getting 5 points out of 6, 4 points out of 6. So they've been doing really, really well. And if they can keep that up, like I said, shoot for the 3 points. And
you finish this lucky. When we finish this month, we go on our break because it's the All-Star break, and we'll go over the season as a whole at that point. But they're pushing in a good spot. They're still 4th in the Atlantic at 53 points starting out the week, 1 point behind Toronto, 5 points behind Florida, and a total of 12 points behind Boston. You probably ain't catching up to Boston. We ain't gonna win the Atlantic, but there is still. My prediction is still somewhat on track. I think you had a little bit less than me on the prediction, so your prediction is very much still on track.
I think I said around 90.
I said 99.
Yeah.
As a very hopeful person. That's about 20 more wins on the season. Well, like I said, we'll go more into that.
Well, we were looking at the schedule in January, February, and going, man, these 2 months look hard. And so, but we're doing really well so far. We can keep this up, this pace up, get through these 2 months and stuff. We'll have a really good chance to, maybe even be the third place in our division.
Which is what I predicted, 3rd place at 99. But right now you do sit on top of the wild card, especially with your win over Tampa. Now you're in first wild card, which means we would be going and playing New York instead of Boston, which would be a fun series if we're kind of looking in the playoff picture at the moment. And Tampa would be playing Boston at the moment. We would be going through
early for that.
We would be going through the Metropolitan Division if the season were to end today.
It's too early for that crap.
But it is going to be a fun rest of the year. Right? You only got 4 games left this month. We have the one and then next week after this week, and then we are on the All-Star break, and then you got a small 10 games in February, but it's going to be a good month to keep on watching hockey. Hopefully they can continue playing well. I'm worried about the All-Star break just because I don't want them getting hot and then having a week and a half off and then playing slow.
Right.
but also might be good because you'll get everybody healthy, which is another good thing to look forward to.
No, that's always good. I think it's coming at a good time for us. We gotta get. I'd love to get Patrick Kane back and contributing. Heard some weird rumors today out of Anaheim about possibly Trevor Zegras being available, but he broke his ankle. So if they make a deal for him, it's more for next year. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see what all happens. So trade deadline ain't till March, anyways. So I don't expect too much to happen. And we'll know more around then with the trade deadline. With all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe to all that fun stuff. Let me know what you think about the rings down in the comment, how the seasons are going, what you think is going to come ahead. Share that video around. Until next time, see everybody soon.